Hi friends, today's topic is real number exercise 1.4. Now we have to discuss all the solved problems of exercise 1.4. The first bit, it is asked that you have to prove the following numbers are irrational numbers. Let us select the first bit of first one, that is it's given 1 by root 2. So you know that 1 is rational part, 1 root 2 is irrational part. So when rational part is divided by irrational number, then it is a irrational number, we know. But we have to here prove that 1 by root 2 is an irrational number. Let us start. Let us assume that 1 by root 2 is rational. So if it is rational, if 1 by root 2 is rational, then 1 by root 2 is equal to p by q. Because already I have studied and discussed that all the rational numbers, it is in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers but q doesn't equal to 0. So then I can write here 1 by root 2 is equal to p by q, where p and q belongs to z but q doesn't equal to 0. Then I can write here 1 by root 2 by 1. This is because of by reciprocal. When reciprocal turns denominator numerator and numerator will be denominator. By the reciprocal you can get 1 by root 2 to root 2 by 1 and is equal to p by q to q by p. Thus, you can omit the 1 as its denominator is 1. If the denominator is in 1 of any number, you can omit it. Then you can get root 2 is equal to q by p. Since q and p are integers. So, as you have taken q and p are integers, since q and p are integers, then q by p is a rational number. If p by q by p is a rational number, which is the number is equal to what? Root 2. So if it is rational, then automatically root 2 will be also rational. So root 2 is also rational. But this contradicts the fact. What is that contradict? But we know that root 2 is a irrational number. Why this contradiction arisen? Because of our assumption. Thus our assumption is wrong. So you can conclude that 1 by root 2 is an irrational. Let us move to the second question of the first bit. That it is given that root 3 plus root 5. So root 3 plus root 5, you have to prove that is an irrational number. Let us start the solution. Let us assume that root 3 plus root 5 is rational. If root 3 plus root 5 is rational, if root 3 plus root 5 is rational, then you can write root 3 plus root 5 is equal to a by b, where a and b are co-primes. So as you know that if it is a prime number, it is in the form of, it must be in the form of p by q or a by b. Here I choose a by b. Whenever root 3 plus root 5 is a rational number, then this rational number can be written in the form of a by b. So root 3 plus root 5 is equal to a by b. Now you can transpose any of these two terms, either root 3 or root 5, to right side. Now I choose myself here to transpose root 5. Then I write root 3 is equal to a by b, and transposing of root 5 to right side, then it will be minus root 5. Since it was in the left side plus, then after transposing to right side, it will be minus root 5. Then now we can square it on the both sides. This can square on the both sides. So after squaring, you can write root 3 whole square is equal to a by b minus root 5 whole square. So you can get this one, root 3 square root and the square will be cancelled. Then we get 3 is equal to, now this can be application of a minus b whole square formula. You can apply here a minus b whole square formula, that a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus, plus b square minus 2ab. So we can apply this formula, that it is in the place of a, root 5 is in the place of b. Now I can write here a square means a by b whole square plus b square means root 5 whole square. At the same time minus 2 into a means a by b and b means you can write here root 5. Now the next step will be 3 is equal to A by B whole square means it is the square of both A and B. Now you can write A square by B square plus, now you can cancel square root and the square, then we will get 5 minus 2A root 5 by B. We want here only root numbers on the left side and remaining all integers must be transposed to the right side. Here is the root number, root 5 is there, you can transfer to left side, then we get 2A root 5 by B because it is negative number. That's why when it transferred to the left side it will be plus. Now you can write A square by B square plus 5. You can transfer this 2 to the right side, then you get minus 2. Now we can write next step 2A root 5 by B is equal to A square by B square. Now 5 minus 3 you can write here 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. Now we can add the both terms of the right side part A square plus 2B square by B square. Now we can write down the same part of the left side 2A root 5 by B. We want only irrational part, that is root number on the left side. Remaining 2A by B must be sent to the right side. Then we will get that root 5 is equal to, you can write here A square plus 2B square by B square is the right side part. Then you have to write transposing part into B by 2A. So you have transposed left side to right side, then denominator will be numerator and numerator will be denominator. Now you can multiply these two terms. So B is multiplied to both the terms of the numerator. A square into B is equal to A square B and 2B square into B is equal to 2B cube. The denominator 2A into B square, you can write 2A B square. Then the left side part is only root 5. Since the right side part, the terms of the right side part, you have to observe here A, B and 2. These three different terms are in the right side part. Since A, B and 2 are integers. This is because already have taken that A and B are co-primes, I mean integers, and 2 is a integer as you know. Since the two terms are integer, entire the term of the right side will be a rational number. That is A square B plus 2B cube by 2A B square will be a rational. That means it is a rational. If it is a rational, it is equal to the left side part is a root 5. If it is rational, then it is equal to root 5. Then root 5 will be also a rational. Then root 5 is a rational number. But you have to know that root 5 is irrational. So this is contradict to the fact that root 5 is irrational. So you have to write here, this is contradict the fact that this contradicts the fact that root 5 is irrational. So this is contradict to the fact that root 5 is irrational. But here you got that root 5 is rational. But we know that root 5 is irrational. This contradiction is arisen because of a assumption. Because you assumed here that root 3 plus root 5 is rational. Because of our assumption, you got here the contradiction. So because of our assumption, you got the contradiction. Thus, our assumption is wrong. Thus, our assumption is wrong. So we can conclude that root 3 plus root 5 is a irrational number. So we can conclude that root 3 plus root 5 is irrational number. Hence it is proved. Now let's see the third question of the first bit. It is given that 6 plus root 2 is also a irrational number. Let's start the solution. Let us assume that 6 plus root 2 is rational. So if 6 plus root 2 is rational, then you can take 6 plus root 2 is equal to A by B, where A and B are co-primes. You can write A, B are co-primes. Now we can get this from equation. Root 2 is equal to a by b minus 6, because as it is plus 6, you transfer from left side to right side, it will be minus. So since from this equation we have, since a, b and 6 are integers. Since a and b 6 are integers, so entire part of the right side will be rational. So a by b minus 6 is rational. If a by b minus 6 is rational, which is equal to root 2. So if it is rational, it will be rational. That is, so root 2 is rational. But this contradicts the fact that root 2 is irrational. We know that root 2 is irrational. This contradiction has arisen because of our assumption. But this contradicts the fact that root 2 is irrational number. This contradiction has arisen because of our assumption. What is our assumption? 6 plus root 2 is an irrational number. If it is irrational, if it is added with a rational number, so a irrational number is added with a rational number, it will be a irrational number. Since root 2 is irrational number, thus our assumption is wrong. Thus our assumption is wrong. Therefore, we can conclude that 6 plus root 2 is an irrational number. So we can conclude that 6 plus root 2 is irrational number. Hence it is proved. Now we can move to the fourth question. Now let's start the solution of fourth bit. That is given that root 5. So you have to prove that root 5 is also a irrational number. Let us start the solution. Let us assume that root 5 is a rational. So what you assumed? Root 5 is a rational. If root 5 is rational, then we have to take root 5 is equal to p by q. We know that all rational numbers in the form of p by q. P and q are integers, but q doesn't equal to 0. You see here p and q are integers, which is equal to root 5. If there is any common factor between p and q, then what you have to do? You have to divide them. So now divide p and q by their common factor. Then we get root 5 is equal to a by b. So how it's possible? If a p by q is cancelled, then you get a by b. Let us start the example with numerical. Let us take p is equal to 16 or q is equal to 20. If they are cancelled with a common factor, what is the common factor of 16 and 20? Means you obviously know that, that is 4. If you cancel by 4, 4 4s are 16, 4 5s are 20. Then we will get 4 by 5. This means this is in the form of a and b. It is in the form of p by q. Similarly, when the p and q have common factor, you can divide the p and q by their common factor, both numerator and denominator. Then we get root 5 is equal to a by b. Now we transfer it. Root 5 b is equal to a. When you transfer it from right to left side, it is divided, then it comes to left side, it will be into, then you get that root 5 into b is equal to a. Now squaring on both sides. So after squaring on both sides of the above equation, you get the squaring on the above equation on both sides, you get root 5 b square is equal to a square. Now it will cancel root 5 square root 5 whole square and b square is equal to a square. So it is whole square, this is square of root 5 and square of root b. Square of root 5 will be cancelled, then 5b is equal to a square. Now 5b square is equal to a square. Now transfer the 5 from left to right side, then we get b square is equal to a square by 5. So what you get here? B square is equal to a square by 5. Now here the 5 has to divide the a square. So 5 divides, here 5 divides a square. So if 5 divides a square means what? A square is equal to then a into a. So 5 divides a square means the 5 also divide a. Then you can write, if 5 divides a square, then you can write that 5 also divides a. So here 5 divides a square, so 5 divides also a. Now let us take a is equal to 5c. Since 5 divides a means you know that a is the multiple of 5. So you can take a is equal to 5c, where c is some integer. Now substitute this value in equation 1. Let it be the equation 1. You can get right now b square is equal to a square by 5. A square means what you have taken here? 5c. 5c square by 5. Now you can get here b square is equal to 5c square means 5 square means 25. You can write c square to c square. Now it is 5. Now cancel both 25 and 5. In 5 table 5 1 ja 5 5 ja. Now you got here b square is equal to 5c square. Now transfer the 5 to right to left to b square is equal by 5 is equal to c square. Here 5 divides b square. So here 5 divides b square. If 5 divides b square, then 5 also divides b. So from above two situation, two cases, here 5 divides a and 5 also divides here b. This means 5 is the common factor of both a and b. So you can write here 5 is the common factor of both a and b. But this contradicts the fact a and b are co-primes. When you have taken here first case, when a root 5 is equal to a by b, where a and b are co-primes, but here you got 5 is the common factor of both a and b. So both a and b are co-primes. Co-primes, you know that they do not have any common factor rather than the 1. So here 5 has come as common factor. So this is contradict the fact. This contradicts the fact that a and b are co-primes. So when a and b are co-primes, that means they should not have, a and b should not have any common factor rather than the 1. But here you got 5 is the common factor. So this is contradict the fact that a and b are co-primes. This contradiction has arisen. This contradiction has arisen. This contradiction arisen because of our assumption. So what is our assumption? Our assumption is root 5 is a rational number. So this contradiction has arisen because of our assumption that root 5 is a rational number. Thus our assumption is wrong. So thus our assumption is wrong. Hence we can conclude that root 5 is a irrational number. So similarly you can do this by using the same model the other bits like root 2, root 3, root 7, root 11, etc. So instead of root 5, you can place root 2, root 3, root 7 and root 11. Using the same model, you can prove all these numbers. Now let's move the fifth question of first bit. It is given that 3 plus 2 root 5 is also a irrational number. Now you have to prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is also a irrational number. Solution, you can write, let us assume that 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational. So, if 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational, then you can get 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to a by b. As you discussed that any rational number, if it is rational number, it is in the form of either a by b or p by q, where a and b are co-primes, where a and b are co-primes. So if these are co-primes, then you can write 2 root 5 is equal to a by b minus 3, because when 3 is transferred from left side to right, then it will be plus 3, it will be minus 3. Now add these two terms, subtract these two terms, a by b minus 3, it will be a minus 3 by b. Then is equal to 2 root 5. So 2 root 5 is equal to, we got here a minus 3b by b. So now transfer this to root 5 is equal to, then we get a minus 3b by 2b. When you transfer, the relation between 2 and root 5 is into. If you transfer it from left to right, it will be divide. Then you get a minus 3b by 2b. What is equal to? Root 5 is equal to. Here, you see that since a, b, 3 and 2. So as you know that 2 is integer, 3 is integers, and a and b also co-primes. That means they are also integers. Since all these terms are integers, so entire the right side part is a rational. Then it will be, that is a minus 3b by 2b will be what? Rational. So if it is entire part of right side is rational, then which is equal to left part. What is that? That is root 5. That means, so root 5 is a rational number. But this contradicts to the fact that root 5 is a irrational number. But this contradicts the fact that root 5 is a irrational number. Root 5 is a irrational number. This contradiction has arisen because of our assumption. Thus, our assumption is wrong. So, you can write here, thus, our assumption is wrong. Thus, our assumption is wrong. So, you can conclude that 3 plus 2 root 5 is a irrational number. Hence, it is proved. Now, let us start the solution of second bit. The second bit is given that under root of p plus under root of q are irrational number when p and q are prime numbers. So, it is proved that you have to prove root p plus root q is irrational number where p and q are primes. Same manner, same model, you can start with the solution. Let us assume that under root p and root q is a rational number. If this part is rational, then it will be a equal to either p by q or any integers. I could take here, if p root p plus root q is a rational number, then root p plus root q is equal to a, where a is a integer. A is a integer because we know that not only a rational number is in the form of p by q, so all integers also are rational numbers. Here I could take a is a rational number because it a is a integer, so it will be a rational number. Then root p plus root q is equal to a. Now transfer any one of the term of left side to right side. Now I transfer root q to right side. Then I will get root p is equal to, after transferring root q, a minus root q. So squaring on the both side of the equation, we get root p whole square is equal to a minus root q whole square. Now you look here that here a minus root q whole square. It is in the form of a minus b whole square. So where the application of a minus b whole square, the formula is a square minus b square plus b square minus 2ab. You can write the square root of p, the square and root will be cancelled, you get p. Now it is in the a minus b whole square, then you get a square plus b square, it is in the place of b, minus 2ab. Then you get p a square plus now square root of q and square root will cancel, you get q minus 2a root q. Now the equation is equal to p is equal to a square plus q minus 2a root q. Now transfer the minus part of this one to left side and the plus part of this one to right side, because we need to keep always root numbers in the left side. From first bit to now we have always taken that root numbers are left side and real integral parts are taken right side. Then you bring down to this right side part to left side, then it will be plus 2a root q is equal to, it is here a square. Now transfer this p to right side, then it will be a square plus q minus p. Now you got here 2a root q is equal to a square plus q minus p. Now transfer these two terms 2 and a to right side, then it will be divided to the right side part. Then root q is equal to a square plus q minus p, then it will be divided by 2a. Since look at the terms of all the right side part of the equation, you see that a, p and q, all these are integers. If all these are integers, entire the right side part will be rational. So entire this right side part will be rational, which is equal to left one, that is root q. So root q also a rational. So root q is also a rational. But this contradicts to the fact that root q is irrational. How the root q is irrational? How do you know? Because it is given in the question that q and p and q are primes. When p and q are primes which are under the root, so when a prime number never be a perfect square. So if it is not perfect square, the square root cannot be cancelled. If square root cannot be cancelled, that number cannot be released. So that all the primes under roots are irrational numbers. So you can conclude that our assumption is wrong. So you can prove that here root 2, root p plus root q are irrational. In the next session, we will discuss the introduction of logarithms, laws of logarithms, and all the solved problems in the next video. Until then, bye.